This video is going to be on the two-wheel drive obstacle avoiding bot assembly. Okay, this is a final product. This is what it'll look like after you finish installing it. Okay, you should have received all the parts, your sensor, your mini breadboard, you have your motor shield, you have the Arduino that's on the bottom, battery box, two wheels, and of course two motors, and your front wheel holder and a ping pong ball. Okay, and I have pre-installed double-sided tapes where they're needed. Okay, this is going to be the bottom where your two motors go, your front wheel holder with a ping pong ball. Okay, we go there, and then you have your sensor and your breadboard. Okay, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Take your ping pong ball and place it inside your holder. It should just fit real snug and it'll have some play. Okay, and take your sensor and place the sensor housing on the front with the 4 pins clearly visible on the bottom and the top on the top edge of the sensor, and then just place it in until it flushes completely in the front. Okay, what that does, it helps keep the sensor straight and seated on the breadboard. Okay, let's go ahead and put our tires on. What we want to make sure we do at this point is we want to make sure that this is the top of the chassis, this is your wheels, so this will be the right side wheel, that's the front. Okay, and the left side wheel over here, the right side wheel has to turn clockwise, the left side wheel has to turn counterclockwise. So we want to make sure we orientate the motors correctly. This is turning clockwise, so this will be the right side wheel or the right side motor, and this one will be the left side motor. It turns clockwise here and counterclockwise. Okay, now put the wheels on. Kind of line the axis with the that little hole on the wheel. Same thing on this side. Yeah, play with it for a little while until you get it right aligned, and take the red protected layer from the double-sided tape. Go ahead and remove that. I kind of need nails for this part. Yeah, little patience and it'll come off. Alright, right side wheel with the motor head facing towards the front. That's it. That's the right side wheel, so this one goes on this end. Alright, make sure your wire are out of the way. Make sure that the wheel has clearance on the back to move. Alright, see how the wheel has that spacing. If you put it too far back, it's going to be obstructed. You don't want it to put it any farther than maybe 1/4 of an inch from the back. Make sure that the wheel motor edge is flush with this, so when you're done with it, it'll look just like that. Okay, so you have about a 1/4 inch space, and then your motor is flushed with the edge. All right, and then give it a little press and make sure it stays seated there for a few years. And take your last side motor and do the same thing. Make sure the wires are out of the way. There you go. And the front of the motor will be facing forward, and about 1/4 inch in the back. Nope. Okay, and you're almost good to go. And there we go. And make sure it's nice and flush. Okay, you can barely see the motor, but at least you know it's straight. That way your wheels are straight as well. See, your motors are flush and straight. Okay, so the side of the motor should be along the side of the chassis. All right, give it a little little snug push. Next thing is you're going to take the front wheel and place it in the bottom of the chassis. So remove the protecting layer from the double-sided tape, and then place your wheel so that it is centered, and give that a little push as well. Okay, now you have your vehicle chassis nice and straight. Your wheels are straight. All right, they're not touching the back. Okay, they got free movement, and you got your front wheel ping pong, freedom of movement, and it's all in its correct place. Okay, now you're gonna take your breadboard. Notice how your breadboard's got two sections, one on the top, one on the back. Just keep in mind that when you plug this in, you're gonna plug it on the first line of this bottom portion. So this will be facing the front like this. This sensor is gonna be plugged on that first line of this second part, not this one. All right, and you're gonna put it centered with your eyes facing forward like this. Okay, before we do that, let's take that protected layer off, and put the breadboard on. You can take that. There's another protected layer on this. If you want to take it off, you can. If you want to leave it on there, you can as well. So now you can place this on there. Make sure you use it. Usually what you want to do is you want to place it between these two openings. Okay, right there in the center, it sits perfectly. And then take your sensor, these 4 plugs, and put it on the center on the first line, and then just see it. Okay, and that way you'll see how it sits straight. Okay, and it's almost centered on the breadboard on the first line. Okay, make sure you tell your friends that they can buy this bot at eBay. You can buy it on eBay. It's the listing is under 2-wheel drive obstacle avoiding bot. Okay, really fun. What we got left here is the electronics. The electronics for this robot, it's going to be upcoming. So once you're done putting it together, then go ahead and we'll meet again. We'll see you at the electronics video, and I'll show you how to program it and how to plug the Arduino to the motor shield and get it to work. All right, see you then.